Some of you guys might be wondering, why am I showing you this before the actual video? Well, this is my first diamond kill, and I'm actually very proud of it. I did not even get to see the rack on this thing before I even shot it, so I had to indulge on how beautiful it was. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. What's up guys, Higgsbo here, bringing you today another video. In today's video we're going to be talking basically a continuation to the video I did before on patch 162 and the new DLC. Pretty much how we're going to be using these things. Now this is going to be a very very short video because I don't want to spend too much time taking up video space. I have seen my analytics. I have seen some of you guys don't like to see too much blah blah blah. Basically, you guys want to get to the point. You guys want information, and that's exactly what I'm going to give you guys. As you guys can see, I just came out of this tent here, and this is one of the blue tents that they give you. Well, they give you one tent and they give you one blind. You gotta buy all the other ones. You could buy an infinite amount of blinds, as plenty of us already know. The biggest factor of these things, the biggest balancing factor on these things is the fact that the moment you put down a blind or the moment you put down a tent, it automatically spooks everything within 200-meter radius. Now the way I did this project was I pretty much aimed my binoculars at something that was 150 meters away. I put it down and it spooked. I aimed at something that was 200 meters away. I put it down and it still spooked. So I tried something that was around 300 meters or so, and I noticed that it did not spook. So just to give yourselves that buffer, from 200 to 300 meters away is where you want the animal to be before you put any of these things down. Okay, if you're not planning on hunting in the area, like for this area yesterday, I said, you know what, I'm not gonna hunt in this area. I've already hunted as much as I wanted in all these areas, so this area is pretty clean. I'm gonna put my my tent here because, as you guys can see, the moment I come out of this tent, I have an amazing view at the entire horizon. I could see things up to 350 meters away, so it's very easy for me to use this tent as a place for me to be able to spot animals and be able to take them out or call them in. And that being said, the same thing happens when you have a blind. When you have a blind and you put it down, it's because you know in that area there's a lot of deer, or you have need zones in that deer. I mean, in that look at me, in that deer, you have need zones in that area, but there's no blinds for you to construct. So what you do is you go ahead and you carry one of your own blinds, and then you bring them out and you put them in the area where you want to hunt. For example, this blind right here, I would most likely put it far away from the tent, because for some odd reason animals are very they get spooked very easily around the tent. So I would probably put it here, just because it's beneficial. Anywhere close to like a tree or something where it could blend in, I would probably put it there. Obviously I don't care about scaring anything here. I'm not hunting right now. I'm just doing this video specifically for you guys. So I would probably just get in here and look at the amazing view that I have here. I'm pretty far away from the tent itself. I have a blind right here, so this is an awesome spot. If you can find a spot where you have a lot of deer spawning, this is an awesome setup right here that you could have that hides your the amount of noise you make, and hides your smell as well. Also, you can use lures from in here. You can use collars. You can use any of these things just like if it was a regular blind. Now the difference with this is that a regular blind will cost you $2,100 in-game money. This is a $12,000 tent. Now it's $12,000 because you could put it wherever you want. Even where you don't have a blind, you could put it. So that being said, I think it's going to be very beneficial for mid to late game players already. People who are already around my area, level 30, 35. Obviously, younger or lower level players might have a lot of benefits from this as well. That being said, that's pretty much how I would use it. Now, a great thing that they have implemented about this, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this because I'm not gonna put it down here. So Um, a great thing that they put down on, or that they made for this, is that I have noticed that some of these areas have zero possibilities of outposts. There are some locations which are great for hunting, but have zero possibilities for outposts. For example, this area right here, the Tichenau, you got an outpost down here, you got an outpost there, but some of these areas right here where the mountains are, and you guys could see that I've had some hunting pressure there because I've actually been hunting there. Some of these areas are not really accessible. So if you can make it up there, put a tent, and maybe come down to the bottom, put a blind there, then that can be a very, you could potentially make that a very good hunting area. Same for this areas right here, and you know, like areas here where you don't have a close by outpost, that you might be benefiting from a tent there, and make it a mobile outpost, and then possibly put a blind close by to facilitate your hunts. Pretty much that's where I would use these tents. This patch only brought these two things. Hopefully they're gonna bring out other stuff, but these two patch only brought tents and brought blinds, and I think I pretty much covered already where more or less I would suggest you guys put these tents, and locations where you are far away from outpost, locations that have a high potential of deer population. And for blinds, same thing. Blinds are wherever you find a large concentration of need zones, but there are no blinds for some odd reason. There are no of these around. Then you could possibly place one down, and you're set. For locations like these where you got to pay 2,100 bucks to build the actual blind, it's cheap. It's cheap to do. Basically, with two animals, you can replenish that. The problem is that you can't move it from one place to another, which I probably wouldn't move it either. If you find a place that's good, you put a blind there, and you're set. You put a tent somewhere close by, and you can always be sure to have a hunting location that you chose that's going to be successful to you. That being the case, guys, I don't think I have anything else to say about these two things. They're very straightforward. Don't put them in a place where you're planning on hunting, please, because you will scare everything in that vicinity. That's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm always on YouTube, and I'm always available for questions you guys might have. As you guys saw, I'm almost 37. I'm almost about to unlock the grunt call, and I did unlock another thing. I did finally put the perk on the second level of zeroing, and that allowed me to have an additional 0. So you got, if you look at the left hand corner towards the bottom, you got 20 meters, you got 40 meters, then you got 60 meters. So I said, you know what, if I can shoot a bow at 20, 40, and 60, I don't need anything but the single pin sight, since I know it's gonna be accurate at 20, it's gonna be accurate at 40, and it's gonna be accurate at 60. I don't need anything over that. So the pins for me, pretty much, I have retired them, unless you're not gonna be using this skill, which I highly recommend. You're gonna be using a rifle. It's awesome. You have up to 300 meters of zeroing on your rifle. If you're gonna shoot a 400-meter shot, pretty much, I would, if you want to shoot at the base of this tree, to be able to hit a 400-meter shot, you would shoot here. It's not a lot of drop that you have to compensate for, because it's a 300-meter zeroing. And the 400-meter shot, it's quite a difficult shot, so don't be discouraged if you miss. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I will keep you guys updated on any progress that I make, or any new skills that I discover that will help you out, especially as a bow hunter. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do so. And as always, this has been Higgsbo, and I'll see you guys next time.